Of course, we're talking about the O&A traveling virus. It hit the PNC Arts Center in Jersey on Saturday night, and there were over 12,000 people there for a comedy show.
Unbelievable.
The biggest O&A event ever.
Ever.
And we've been at this a while now. And we've noticed about a year ago that the Opie and Anthony thing is starting to become like this lifestyle thing.
Yeah. Doesn't end after the show's over.
Doesn't end after the show. Doesn't end before the show. I mean, it starts way before the show, I should say. Friendships are being made. People are getting married. They're having kids now. And that was very, very apparent at the PNC in the parking lot. There was just a huge party. This group of people getting along with this group of people. You know, newbies trying to work their way into some of the groups. It was just amazing.
There's cliques.
It was just amazing. And like Jimmy said, they started partying at a rest area on the way to the PNC Arts Center because I guess there was word that the parking lot wasn't open until about 3:30 and what, the gate opened at 5:30?
Yeah, but
and they're like, that's not good enough for us. We need more than just 2 hours in a parking lot so we could all hang before the show.
Kenny took care of that.
So Kenny got the venue to open up the parking lot at what, like 12:30, 1 o'clock?
It originally was scheduled doors 5:30, parking lot 3:30. That wasn't good enough for our fans, so I got it to open 1:30, and the party animals had to stop at the Cheesequake rest area and party for a couple hours before that.
They could have went inside the bathroom and had a real party. Rest area.
Buddy.
You got tickets?
Buddy, what are you doing in there?
We did the Stalker Patty bit.
Yeah.
Which horrified people.
You had to do it.
I was getting reports that women were biting their nails right off their fingers.
I think because everyone saw it coming except for Patty.
Because I was reading somebody on Whackbag, I think, saying, it was a hack bit because everyone knew it was coming. That's the beauty of it. Freaking Patty doesn't know it's coming time and time again.
That's the only thing that matters is that she doesn't know it's coming.
You're in on the joke as the audience because you've seen Carrie and you're not 5-year-old mentality like she is.
I can't believe how we talked her up to the point where she really believed that she was being crowned some type of O&A virus princess.
Yeah, we wanted to do this for many years, and we finally pulled it off. Yeah. We crowned her Miss O&A Traveling Virus for the PNC show. She bought right into it. And, by the way, backstage there was a panic because just before we came out to do the bit, I'm like, where's Patty's gown? Where's her tiara? All of a sudden, I see a freaking king's crown.
Brought out a big crown.
Why did you get a king's crown? But then there was a tiara, thank God, because I was in a panic. I'm like, oh, my God.
I had alternate props.
He's good.
Yeah, I had a backup.
Why? In case we got a tranny instead of Patty? What's the matter with you? You're so prepared.
So then, she had to sit in her little throne, and we gave her cape, and we gave her tiara, we gave her the roses.
We had glitter, all kinds of glittery stuff in these cups that we were throwing around the stage, and she was so happy to be crowned Miss O&A Traveling Virus. Sat there. We talked about how she had been loyal to the show for so many years, and that she deserved this, and the crowd was giving her just a standing ovation. It was amazing. And perched precariously above her head, high in the rafters.
I'm like, how is this going to work? But I guess they were practicing it for hours before we got there.
Yeah.
To make sure it was going to work.
Yeah.
And
it was the pig's blood.
Yeah, the blood from above.
5-gallon bucket.
5 gallons of blood pouring down on Stalker Patty in front of 12,000 plus people.
Bringing that Carrie moment to life where she was all happy with herself for a second.
And we got the perfect reaction. A lot of laughs, a lot of boos, and a lot of and then I was laughing so hard, I just walked off the stage. Anthony walked off the stage, and there she is just awkwardly standing in front of everybody.
There, soaked.
She doesn't know what to do next. I guess the video's up on YouTube. YouTube.com is great. Our own Sam is, putting videos up there. This is what I love. You go to YouTube.com, search our names, Opie and Anthony. There are a lot of videos for the PNC Arts Center show. And what I love about that is that these guys got their cameras in there and they bootlegged it because we cannot play you even clips from our own comedy show on our radio show.
No?
No, we're not allowed to.
Oh, because probably more, the PNC, they want to charge you for that, of course.
Right. So we can't sit here and give you a quick highlight of Andrew Dice Gay or Otto and George or Jim Norton or Patrice O'Neill.
But it was us.
Or the Stalker Patty thing that we just explained would be great to give you just a piece of audio.
But why can't we? If it was us.
I'm guessing something to do with commercial use. You can
Yeah, of
videotape
course.
it for your own use. They won't stop you from keeping it to archive it for yourself as a performer, but there's something to do where you have to pay a massive fee.
Right. There's origination fee because it's a union house.
Of course it is. What else?
Wow.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? You have to pay for the unions, apparently. I don't know why. But
So thank God we have some of the greatest fans. We got the greatest fans in radio. They got a lot of clips. They have started throwing them up on YouTube, YouTube.com. Sam has thrown them up on YouTube, YouTube.com. You can find the Stalker Patty thing. Eventually, you'll find the video of Jimmy's, mooning of the crowd in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And there's clips of everyone performing. There's a clip of Jimmy up there already. There's a clip of Bob Saget up there already. Patrice O'Neill, Bob Kelly, just about everyone. I think they even have Otto and George up there, a little video clip. So
I hope so.
So check that out for yourself on YouTube.com. All right?
Otto murdered. I was really happy. I mean, I knew if he would kill. I mean, it's not a doubt.
Just great to see him in a huge place like that with a bunch of people, you know?
Yeah, let's say hi to Vinny in Jersey. Vinny, what's up?
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Hey.
Listen, I was there with my kid. There's no way you're going to be able to explain how huge this was. I was trying to explain it to my wife. It was like being at an old Giant Stadium rock concert. I can't believe there was a comedy event. There were guys sitting 200 yards away, and they were it was packed. I can't believe it.
Yeah, the people on the lawn were having a great time, even though there was that misty rain and kind of coming down. They didn't care.
Got pretty lucky with the weather,
Lucky,
we got real lucky because then after the show we were signing autographs and stuff, and pretty much right down to the last autograph and picture, and then it just it started raining.
Pouring.
But that's when it finally started raining for sure.
And there were some people that were waiting that didn't get stuff signed. And we'll explain that at one point today. We just thought I thought we were being hustled out. I know I thought the same thing and stayed and actually signed a little bit more. But we thought we were being hustled out by the event was kicking us out.
Yeah,
That was huge.
Yeah,
huge.
the whole thing was huge. It was like this Punchline magazine. They did a review and they're calling it the O&A Circus came to town because they were tailgating. Then we had the O&A Village that had all these great events going on, and then the comedy show. It was just. And then they were partying after the show in the parking lot. They finally had to kick him out of the parking lot. It was just unbelievable.
That clown was also a huge hit. That clown, that knucklehead was.
Oh, was he good?
Oh, good, because he sucked in Worcester.
No, he was huge. You couldn't even get over by that guy.
Oh, good. No, the Village was much better at the PNC than the Village at the DCU Center in Worcester, because we had to do it indoors in Worcester. This was made for outdoors.
You're never going to describe to the audience, unless they were there, how humongous. I still can't believe it. I'm in shock that was a comedy event.
Well, dude, I was too, because comedy is not meant to be done like that. Comedy is something you do in front of a few hundred people, and you need the conditions right, because laughs are just different than rock. If you're talking during a Kiss concert, it's cool, but if you're talking during comedy, you're missing it, and it's going to look like it stinks.
Yeah.
Right.
And the fans were amazing, man.
This was something that we came up with years ago. We weren't sure how it was going to work. Like Jimmy said, I mean, to get 12,000 people for a comedy show, you don't know what's going to happen if you could get their attention. But right to the end, with Carlos Mencia, people were laughing their asses off. 4 hours. A 4-hour freaking show. They're laughing all the way to the end.
That was the second half of the show. O&A came back out. I'm sorry, buddy, to interrupt you. O&A came back out. What you guys did was that you did Andrew Dice Gay right as soon as the break was over, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was Patrice came out and was great.
Did you see your video of Andrew Dice Gay?
Yes, I did.
When you squirted your
When I had to actually take the bottle of water as if it was something else, and I kind of sprayed my ass.
And then when you were finished, you turned around and posed so everybody could see the jacket.
The giant wet spot right on my ass. I went all out.
Well, that picture's up on, that video's up on YouTube as well. Anthony as Andrew Dice Gay.
What a great way to get back at that ass.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there is the picture. It's wet right there at ground zero.
And you still look better than I did in my stupid diaper underwear. And okay, so you do Dice Gay. Patrice comes out, and then it was Bill Burr, it was myself, and Mencia.
Yeah.
Mencia did like 35 minutes, and which was the maximum because we had a curfew. We had to be out by 11 o'clock, or that's
Again.
a curfew. You cannot. Yeah.
Again, more
Overtime
union
union.
stuff.
Yeah, of course, because the unions. I mean, look, they do a lot in this country. We do need unions, but there's times where they just become aggravating. And Mencia just murdered. I mean, murdered.
And of course, Jimmy won't say anything about himself, but I will tell you something.
I was happy.
You walk out there, and the people just go BS on you. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I was very happy with this.
Crowd loves Jimmy.
And the fact that the way I came out with Club Soda Kenny cradling me.
Yes, that was a nice touch. Oh, that's right. Kenny carried Jimmy out onto the stage, cradling you. Yeah, like a baby.
We tried it in Houston because when I toured Dice and Kenny was the road manager, I always one time wanted Kenny to carry me on stage with me wearing diapers and a baby bonnet. I'm like, I just want him to carry me on stage like that, put me in front of the mic, let me do my 15 minutes, not acknowledge what I'm wearing, and then walk off stage.
Yeah.
And I can't do it now. It's you can't do 45 in a diaper.
No.
But I said in Houston, just please carry me out, and he did, and it was so safe feeling. It was kind of safe / sexy and homoerotic. Big man, big arms.
Let's go to Dugout Doug. Hey, Doug.
Good morning.
Hi, Doug.
Hey, Doug.
What a great show you guys put on, man. I don't think there was much that went wrong that night. That was probably one of the greatest parties I've ever heard of.
You know that we had like literally one miscue on a dumb video we had to play? That was pretty much it. Everything
the only
else
glitch.
Everything else worked perfectly.
Yeah, when you guys, I remember that when you guys tried to go to the video the first time. I love when you guys got to eat crow. It's just hilarious when you got to do that. So that worked out fine anyway.
Yeah, it's gonna happen occasionally, man. I mean, it's like whatever. But it's not a show. It's like when something sucks. I just tell you that sucked.
Yeah.
But it worked out. It was fixed.
Hey, Doug, thanks for the pest booth. You guys did a great job.
Oh, thank you, man. Except for the one little problem I think I emailed you about. Everything out there went absolutely awesome. We had women that were just showing everybody what they wanted to see out at the pest booth. They would dip those little imitation babies in the water, and then they would stand up and they would show us what feeds babies, and everybody was happy out there.
Yeah, there was a lot of wowing and nudity in the parking lot, by the way. We should point that out as well. You know, for all you people out there that don't think this Whip 'em Out Wednesday thing doesn't work, go to an O&A event.
Yeah.
Go to an O&A event.
Well, they were doing you guys had the Yates Challenge, right? Set up?
Yeah, we had the Yates Challenge and the Chester Kickoff.
The Yates Challenge it's pretty much a takeoff on a wet T-shirt contest. Because when the ladies do this in a T-shirt, their T-shirt gets completely wet. Now, you know what the Yates Challenge is, right? There's five. What did you use this time? Was it balls or?
Yeah, we had five of those like kid balls, so they're not small. So
right.
Yeah.
And what you're to do is to hold them, see if you can hold them all underwater.
A big tub of water.
In a big bathtub full of water.
Is it a real bathtub?
No, it's just like these big tubs.
You know,
yeah.
big,
Okay.
Like a bathtub size.
Yeah.
And kind of hold them down. And then the girls come up, and their whole front is completely soaked. So you get like a wet T-shirt contest. So it adds a little fun into that whole tragedy of a woman drowning 5 of her children.
The Yates Challenge.
The Yates.
What was the?
It was, by the way, if anybody knows what it was, on stage, I sensed there was something happening. I could hear like a little... Something was going on. I didn't know what it was. And somebody said like there was like a brawl or something.
Yeah, we had one commotion in the back there.
Not bad, actually.
On the lawn.
There was 2 arrests.
2 arrests?
Yeah, one out in the parking lot before the show.
Oh, no.
There were some guys were like throwing a football around.
Well, one of those super footballs that go like 400 yards.
Yeah, yeah. And then they hit a bus, I guess a busload of cops.
Well,
Yeah.
They arrested the guy?
Oops.
I did some talking.
Yeah.
They were purposely hitting buses.
Oh,
And then they hit a bus that happened to have a cop or 2 on it.
yeah.
And they stopped the bus, and the cop chased the guy down.
Right. They brought him. The state police have like a little, substation there, and they gave him like a desk appearance ticket. And then actually during your set, there was a little commotion on the lawn.
Okay, I heard something, and I'm like, oh, my God, is the crowd not like it? I'm like, No, and I'm looking out and the people are having fun. I'm like, there's something happening, and I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, I don't know what precipitated the whole thing, but somebody got locked up during your set on the lawn.
All right.
Okay, that's great. That's like a rock show. That's what you want during a comedy show. A fight in the mud. Good.
Let's say hi to Seth in Brooklyn. Seth.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
I just want to say thank you so much. The show is amazing. Any of you O Nation fans should definitely come out. There's so much O&A love. It's really great out there. Jimmy, you were absolutely phenomenal.
Thank you, man.
Never saw you in person. Bob Kelly killed everybody. Dice Gay was absolutely amazing. But I wanted to ask, at intermission, is it New Jersey state law that the girls can't be naked because they're fully clothed?
Yeah, you can't miss mixed nudity and alcohol.
Right.
Because we would have thought there definitely would have been like midgets with dildos up there otherwise.
Oh, you're talking about the strippers? Yeah. We couldn't have them nude on stage, but they were wearing tiny little outfits. You got the point.
Scantily clad.
You can't have nudity and alcohol, though, unless you call over money to the state.
The girls were courtesy of Headquarters Gentlemen's Cabaret, 38.
And, and 11th.
Yeah.
I got to be honest, I was very impressed with the girls. Backstage, they were really smoking, and that's where you had your big appearance to it. So it's lucky they recovered from that massive bombing. Wow, yeah, it really was awful. You should walk into that club with Hezbollah written on your chest.
Yeah, we thought Club Soda Kenny had a little juice, so we gave him a little promotional appearance at this fine gentleman's club headquarters, and no one showed up.
Yeah, not one person.
Not one person. All right, thank you, Seth. Let's go on to Gabe. Gabe, what's up?
Hey, boys, how's it going?
Hey.
I wanted to thank you guys for having my jug band perform in the Village on Saturday.
Yeah, the Wahoo Skiffle Crazies Band, I believe, right?
Yes, you got the name right. That's awesome. Thank you.
It's written
very
right in front
hard
of me
name
here.
to usually
Thank
get correct.
Thank you. Yeah, you guys were great. People weren't sure what to make of you guys, but they were very entertained.
Yeah, we had a great time, and we'll be seeing you boys in Camden. We're playing that show with you, too.
Oh, right on.
So, thanks again, man.
You're welcome,
All right, Gabe. Psycho, Jersey, what's up?
Oh, you got
what? All right, he was just going to say how great the show was. Dan in Patterson. What's up, Dan?
Hey, what's up, Opie? I'm the blind kid that met you on Saturday night.
Oh, yeah, what's up, man?
I just want to say thank you so much for everything, man.
You blind, dude?
Yeah.
Ew.
Jimmy, I hate you.
Do you like the T-shirt Opie gave you?
Yeah, it was great. Thanks, Kenny, and thanks, Opie. I wanted to meet Anthony, but I didn't see him there neither. I didn't see
anybody.
At all.
Anthony was right next to me when I met you.
Yeah.
He just didn't say anything.
Oh, good. And I want to say hi to Keith the cop too.
Well, you didn't want to say hi to me just because you knew I wouldn't touch you because of your whole eye thing?
Poor fella.
Who walked you over? Your mom?
Yeah, that was my mom.
Yeah, she was very, very cool. We were off to the side, and all of a sudden Dan comes up with his mom to meet me, and we talked for a little while. And then you walked away and back to your killer seats, and I'm thinking to myself, the kid's blind. Why not save a few bucks and go up on the lawn? Oh. I swear to God, that's what I was thinking.
We had I was pretty happy with our seats, actually. It was great. We had a great time, and I met Mencia. He was really nice too, so everything was a lot of fun. You guys were great.
Yeah, he's a blind kid, but he's wearing his Opie and Anthony T-shirts, and yeah, I saw you during the show. You looked like you were having a great time there, Dan.
Oh man, yeah. And guys, do you remember Krista the blonde chick?
Yes.
I know her, by the way.
Oh, you know Krista?
I don't know her. I don't know her in person. I know her online though. And
whoa, excuse me. You know her from online?
Yes.
How did that happen? How do you, I mean, first of all, I'm not, how do you like? Was there like a blind people underground chat room?
There's a website, zonebbs.com. I don't know if I'm allowed to promote that. Too late. I already did.
Zone BBS? You can promote. Why not? It's a blind
And what is it? Blind site?
Yeah, well, a lot of blind people go on there, and you can send quick notes and stuff like that. And I met her
It'd
through
be
there.
quick.
Yeah, how quick is it? Your hands in the wrong part of the key. XBLF and a half a parentheses. I know what that means.
Is it? Do you use?
By the way, on Saturday night, you killed, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Do you use voice thing on that site?
What's up?
Do you use voice to text on that site?
They have a voice chat system, but you just send text.
Have you been blind your whole life, Dan?
No, I got blind at 5.
Oh, so you know you're blind.
At 5?
Yeah, I was born with cataracts, and and they did a bunch
drive one, actually.
Can they fix that? Yeah. Knew that was coming. And knew Kenny would get a kick out of it. Of
course he would.
The old cataract joke.
Any type of joke that a 7-year-old would enjoy.
Yeah.
Kenny jumps up and down like Fred Gwynfor.
Cataract, Grandpa. Lily. Big oaf. Wait a minute. You had cataracts.
Yep.
And then can't they fix that?
Well, they were trying to, and I think that's what made me blind.
Oh no!
Someone screw up.
I'm starting to think we could get you some eyes.
Yeah. Isn't it just your corneas?
I had a whole bunch of eye surgeries, and it was crazy.
How old are you, man?
I'm 13.
Now, is it really like do you remember like what your parents look like and stuff like that?
At 5.
Not really, but I do remember. Like, if you said a color to me, I know what it looks like.
Wow, is that better or worse? I don't know. Like Stevie Wonder never saw anything.
At least it's better. At least it's better than nothing. Like Krista, the blind chick, she was born fully blind. So.
You ever see stuff when you dream? You ever see stuff?
Ooh.
Wow, I heard the Krista bit too, and you asked her this question too.
Question.
I can't really tell, actually.
Yeah, I guess that's
you
a
can't
no.
Really tell.
What did she say? That's a great question. What do you dream of when you've been born blind?
Yeah. Just blackness.
I don't know,
Just voices, I guess, right?
Yeah, voices.
Yeah, you got to still dream.
Talking.
There's no depth
It's
perception.
like radio. You just hear things.
Oof. Creepy.
Yep.
Wow.
I gotta say that's creepy. But this kid is really cool. I met him, and it's almost like you don't even give a crap you're blind, Dan.
Nah, dude, I don't get mad at anything. I can take jokes. I'm not like hoo-hoo.
Ooh, I'm blind.
Hoo-hoo. I created blindness, Robin. Hoo-hoo.
No one was blind before me. Yeah, all right. Whatever.
Where do you live, in North or South Jersey?
North.
Hey, Dan, hold on the line. We're going to send you some more stuff, all right?
Thanks, man.
And if you want to come to Camden, just leave your address and contact phone number, and I'll hook it up.
No problem. Thank you so much,
Okay,
Kenny.
and we'll get your mother's credit card number to charge for those tickets.
I love you guys.
See you, buddy.
Later
Hold
on.
on the line.
There's Dan from Patterson. He was very, very cool. All right.
Yeah, it sounds like something screwed up, though, because cataracts, they can fix that.
I'm starting to think we could get that kid. There's all these beach houses, but the only way to get there is to four-wheel on the beach. It's great. It's a great spot.
But how would the
to get
caddy
away from
there?
everything. What?
How would the caddy get there?
The cat? Your caddy?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh.
Have to hire blacks to carry it. Jeez. My God.
No cell service, which was very enjoyable.
Not for me.
Yeah, Club Soda Kenny.
Kenny losing his mind that he couldn't get in touch with Opie every 15 minutes.
Yeah, because he had so many questions about the PNC Arts Center show. I finally turned on my phone like a week later or whatever, 5-6 days later. There are so many messages from Kenny, I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to begin.
You have 20 messages.
What?
Hi, it's Kenny.
Hold on, Kenny, before you comment, we have a song for you from Dave from New Jersey, who does all the parody songs lately for the show.
He's a good boy.
I like when people have theme songs on this show.
We were finding a place to play this today.
He's goofy and he's dopey. He sounds a little mopey. A manservant to Opie. He's Club Soda Kenny. He's got his anal checklist. It starts with Opie's breakfast. He's on him like a necklace. He's Club Soda Kenny. Security. XPD. OCD. Whatever you need, call him. No wonder Ope adores him. He wipes Opie's ass for him. He's Club Soda Kenny.
There you go. There's Kenny's,
and he's big
song.
like Fred Gwynn, which is good.
Nice creased sleeves.
Although that was the Addams
creep.
Family thing.
Yeah, it was.
All right.
Man.
Sorry. I stink.
Look at those creased, perfectly sharp sleeves.
Thank God he shaved the mustache again.
That was looking awful.
I told him on the way in today, I'm like, Kenny, you gotta either grow the whole thing in during vacation or keep it shaved. The in-between thing was just god-awful.
It bothers everyone. John Carr was creeped out by that.
Well, kudos to that guy that made up that little jingle.
Yeah, so
He did a good job.
you were in a panic because you couldn't get a hold of me during break, right?
Yeah, I mean, life goes on. I mean, I had business to attend to, and I can't make a decision without you.
See, people don't understand, because he said that in one of his voicemails and his emails. Life doesn't go on for me. When I go on vacation, I know how to take a vacation. I turn everything off. Done.
Really?
I'm away from everything for a week. Recharging the batteries, yes. And he's like, no, business still goes on. I'm like, no, it doesn't. That's why you take a vacation.
Ugh.
I like having enough input where if there's an emergency, then I can know, and I need cell access.
Were you online? You have a computer?
I brought the laptop, but I really couldn't get a signal. I got on every once in a while. Just a quick little.
See, I need all that.
Little check.
When I go on like a cruise or something, I bring a satellite phone, so that I can. I mean,
you don't think they have that on the boat?
Oh yeah, for $8,000 a minute.
Ooh. Well, I'm saying, why do you bring a satellite phone?
Because then, if you're not on the boat, if you're on one of the islands,
that's right.
Then you have your satellite phone, and then you talk.
To who?
James Bond.
To anybody.
I don't want anyone calling me on vacation.
Actually, it was during a lot of negotiations that were going on, and I was keeping in touch with Super Agent Bob Eatman via satellite phone.
That was your excuse to your girl. I need it. I need
the satellite phone.
I need the one they had in Jurassic Park.
Now, I didn't need the night vision goggles. You were right. But they were handy to have to look at the people having sex on their balconies.
How about a samurai sword?
I didn't take that.
Anyway, well...
You can do that, by the way. You can relax on it. I can't do it. He just hangs out and, won't...
I have to, because I have to recharge.
None of that. I hook up a camera at my house, and then I can log online, and I pan around my house to make sure that there's no people that shouldn't be around my house in my house.
You set up, a little teddy bear in a certain way with something on its hand, so if it moves...
It's a camera. And I have my computer set up so I can make it blast noise out of nowhere. To scare people away.
And I'm sure you did that.
Yeah, I did.
Old Hitler speeches just blasting through his empty mansion.
Why does it have to be a Hitler speech?
Scares people away / inspires him. I can't wait till somebody hacks into that, by the way, and is able to look into Anthony's house when he doesn't know it and catches whatever it is that gets him off section. It's creepy, and there's Nazi paraphernalia involved with it.
There are many security blocks in between the camera and me.
Oh, okay.
I know.
What's the code?
I'm not telling you.
Oh.
You'd punch in and watch me. I'd see the camera go, focus on me. Yeah, I have to work harder.
The code is 88.
Ooh. Why is that?
Some people will figure it out, and they'll write it on the instant message thing.
Oh, and you're making a rumor thing.
No, 88. HH, 88.
Oh, I got you. Right. That old gag.
Right.
Every white supremacist should know that.
Thank you, Kenny.
Can I tell one more story from Saturday night?
Oh, boy.
It's always a pleasure when you're on the microphone.
Good.
I just got to thank the sucker that bought us breakfast at the diner after PNC.
Sucker.
Oh, he was a nice boy.
Yeah, Brian McCarron. He was very nice. He picked up the tab for us.
For like 12 people.
Yeah. He was a big fan. And he picked up the tab at the diner, Brian McCarron. So thank you, sir.
Thank you, Brian. It was very good.
And the chef, allegedly, who was a big fan, that gave half of us food poisoning.
Right, thank you for that.
No.
One of us got sick.
Wow.
But,
Brian, the people pleaser.
Know what the greatest part about that was? This was really late at a diner somewhere in Jersey, and the guy picks up breakfast for all of us. And then stupid Voss is like, I was going to pick up the tab.
Yeah,
he has to tell everyone that he was going to pick up the tab. What an ass.
Stop.
Voss is a fool.
Has Voss ever picked up a tab? Has he?
Yeah, but never with a lot of people.
Not
Voss will pick up a check if it's you and him, and it's like if there's a drive-through involved, Rich will pick up a tab. But there's more than one course. He's, no, it's your turn.
He's generous to me. He's given me gratuities. He's been generous to me, yeah.
So, really